Welcome back, Cancer. This is your Teroscope reading for the week of March the 3rd through to the 9th, 2014. So let me begin by thanking you for liking, subscribing. Welcome new subscribers. For sharing, for making me as a favorite. And truly I am blessed to have you in my life. I send my light and love to you in every prayer and every day. I definitely do pray for you and in your journey. And so, and I love the communication. I'm getting to know so many of you on an intimate basis, and I'm really enjoying that. So please keep the dialogue coming. So, Spirit decided to lay out the cards a completely different way, and I've never seen this layout before, so Spirit is really testing me this week. So I think last week we talked about realignments and new focus and connecting with God, the universe, your spirit guides and your angels, in order to gain clarity and wipe away the confusion that you've been dealing with for such a long time. Maybe sorting things out with another person, but I think the main thing was making sure that you got a real spiritual connection last week, that you really worked towards that. And, we have the Four of Swords this week. So this is all about giving gratitude to the universe. Excuse me. They say when there's a cough or a dog barking or a sudden noise or a horn going off or something, and you're in a reading, you should always pay really close attention to what the message is at that present time. And we were talking about gaining clarity and giving gratitude and talking to our spirit guides and our universe and our God, and really talking about getting rid of the confusion in our hearts and our souls in order to go forward and to walk with clarity. And I see that you are doing that because the card directly above it is the Eight of Wands, which tells me that new opportunities is coming in. In every single one of those wands there is new growth and new opportunity and standing in your truth and just moving forward at a very rapid clip very shortly. I think this card really mentions to, we have all those fears, right? And letting go of those fears and taking the lesson that, we all go through situations. And a lot of times it's the hurt that really makes us aware that there's a lesson to be learned. Not all the time. Sometimes it's great beauty that gives us a whole different kind of lesson, right? But I think you need to let go of that part now, okay? You're moving on. You don't really need to reflect like you did before, okay? I think those blocks are going away. They're clearing. Those blocks are clearing, and you're moving forward in a beautiful direction, I might add. And you need to let go of the worry. It didn't show up upside down, I promise you. Rarely my cards show up upside down. I don't think I've had one in months. So the Nine of Swords talks about making sure that you're letting go of those past hurts and moving into the future with clarity and not a lot of extra baggage and whatnot. But I don't see a lot of extra baggage. I see that you are looking at those blocks and making them disappear. I think you are starting to appreciate the blessings in your life a lot more, and you're willing to start making some changes. You're starting to trust in your path going forward. The Five of Pentacles, so here, I almost see this as a two-part card, where in the Five of Pentacles you are, sitting before going through your gateway, confused and hurt and having to go through a lot of lessons in order to get to this point. and being really beaten up over all the things that have happened in the past, especially in the last 9 months. And this could be going back as far as 2007, 2008 for some of you, but I think it's more in the last 7 or 8 months that it's really been a struggle for you. And really trying to understand and being confused about, you know, does the universe even know I'm here still? And they are. And they're listening to you. And the more you are gapping that bridge of communication with your spirit guides and your God, the more beautiful, the more messages that are going to come through that's really going to put you in your power and your beauty and your strength and your courage, your determination, your willpower going forward. I see new opportunities opening for you, okay? And when you walk through that portal, look at how straight you stand. How you're ready to just march forward and go forward because you have so much more clarity and so much more truth and so much more understanding. The Ten of Pentacles. I really see this as connecting with people. New opportunities through conversation. In this one, there's ships coming in, you know, and you might have already received a small ship. Things might start already being improving in your life. And, you know, walking away from that conversation. There's a 2-part card again, huh? Walking away with the strength and the wisdom and the understanding. Well, I see that so much for you this week. It's so wonderful. All that inward looking that we've been doing, the Page of Wands, is starting to give us clarity. And, you know, you're not as afraid at looking at the truths anymore than you once were. And it's really going to empower you to be willing to make some changes in your life and having the courage to push past those blocks. We have the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups was the very first card that I laid, and I always put special importance on this card, regardless of where all the other cards surround it. I keep it in the front of my mind as the very first card. And so this one really talks about stepping onto your path, and what a path. Like, look at the opportunity and the growth that is going to happen to you in the next little while, okay? Your castle is there. We are on a pilgrimage, right? But, you know, start turning your back away from the negative rather than the positive, and really go forward with a sense of truth and realize that the confusion is lessening. Okay, if you were sitting across from me, you'd be able to look down and have one of those fancy cameras that some of the YouTubers have out there. But in the reading, the Emperor is looking directly at the Five of Cups, which tells me that, yeah, there's still confusion, and but it's going to be going, and it's going to be giving you clarity as you step along your path, because the Emperor is looking upon your thoughts, and so it's you looking upon your thoughts, okay? And the Emperor is not one of lofty dreams and, you know, silly wishes and desires that, you know, chances are is not even supposed to be in our path. But rather, the Emperor is one of vision. And look at the yellow on the chest here. That's your inner self just glowing, realizing that you are the miracle about this whole life. You are the miracle, and you know, you almost turn into spirit in order to get the clarity and the understanding. So really standing in your truth, sitting upon your world, and going forward in a beauty. You know, we have the Nine of Cups, the Wish card. So really envisioning, you know, you see that brown and white or black and white picture in the background, start painting it, start throwing some color in there, and realizing that, you know, there were blocks, and be grateful for those blocks, because it gave you the knowledge and the opportunity in order to go forward and to be so successful. Willing to make changes. I keep getting willing to make changes, and having the courage to push through some of these doubts that you have, and really seeing the opportunity on the other side of that doubt. And as we go into the year, So definitely throughout March and April and May, there's going to be work involved, and we're leading down a path of happiness and pure joy, and standing in our truth, and not having the confusion that we entered the year with, but having the clarity. Look at the rainbow, okay, for your last card. How beautiful. So I also put up a daily focus on YouTube today, just to give you an idea of what I put up on Facebook every day, so you can view it on Facebook. The information is down below. And if you don't have a Facebook account, you'd rather see it on YouTube. I'm not planning on uploading every single day. Maybe I'll do some days that are really renaissancing, you know what I mean, with our paths going forward, and where it really is a clarity of all signs. But if you'd like to see it here rather than going to Facebook, let me know, and chances are, if there's enough of a response, I definitely will do it for you. And until next week, remember, I love you.